Okay, so Hare Krishna everyone, and then with Pranam. So you know that very important festival is coming around the corner. I think it's on March 18th, at least March 18th in India, here March 17th, and that's the same day as Holi. Okay, so I wanted to talk about it because this is very, very, very important festival. Okay, next only to Janmashtami or maybe even more. So very important that we celebrate and prepare our consciousness and understand what we are celebrating, who we are celebrating. So I wanted to talk about that. So Gaur Purnima is the appearance day of Lord Gauranga or Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. So I'm going to talk about who he is and why he came. Okay. So that when we understand who he is, we will be able to celebrate him and his appearance. The reason we are sitting here today together, chanting the holy names, reading scriptures, and chanting every day is because of the mercy of only and only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so let's understand who he is. Okay, so in order to understand who he is, I have to go very, very far back, and I want to take you through some of the past ages, starting from Satyug, okay, and coming to our Kalyuga, our beloved Kalyuga. We'll come here, but let's start from Satyuga, okay. So the story, and this is a story, so please hear. So I know that all of you wanted stories, so this is not philosophy, this is all story, okay. So the story starts in Kalyuga from a little boy, 5 years old. Can anybody guess the name of the boy? Huh? No, Satyuga.
Oh,
Little five. Prahlad Maharaj, yes. So story starts from a little boy called Prahlad. Okay, he was not Maharaj at that time. He was born as Prahlad, right? That's where our story starts. Okay. So little Prahlad was 5 years old. Okay, he was born to a demon king called Hiranyakashipu. Okay, he was born to the demon family. And as you know, Hiranyakashipu was a very big enemy of Lord Vishnu. Everybody knows that, right? So, and Prahlad was a very big devotee of Vishnu. He was a devotee of Vishnu because when he was in his mother's womb, Kayadu's womb, he had received instructions from Narad Muni about Lord Vishnu. He had heard all his pastimes, all his glories about his name, fame, form, qualities, incarnations, everything. So when he was born, Prahlad was very well versed in the devotion of Lord Vishnu. So he was always chanting, always remembering Vishnu. Okay, just like Mataji just asked how to remember Krishna all the time, how to see people equally. He always saw everybody equally. He was always in complete Krishna consciousness. Okay, so in this way, he was always chanting. He did not see the demons or men any different, demons or humans any different. He did not see plants or animals any different. That is not the trend of demonic people, right? Hiranyakashipu was a very sinful person. So, anyways, he was studying in this school of demons, right, where all the demon kids studied. And he was always teaching them about Vishnu. He was always teaching them to chant Vishnu's name. He would always say, okay, everybody chant. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Everybody loudly. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. So in this way, he was always chanting holy names, okay? And kids asked him, "You're so little, why do you need to start chanting? Grow up, wait till you take sannyas, you retire, then you can chant. Why are you always chanting?" And he said, "No, we should always start at a young age so that bad habits don't develop." Like Nirbhay Prabhu said, bad habits are very easy to develop. So bad habits won't develop. And when Hiranyakashipu got the wind about this, my kid, he is teaching others about Lord Vishnu, who is my biggest enemy. He has allegiance towards Vishnu. He got very upset. He called his teachers, Shanda and Amarka, and he said, "Teach my kid properly. Ask him where he is learning all this. Huh? Ask him to give up all this and to just be completely devoted to me and not to Vishnu. I give him one chance. So Chanda and Amarka tried to brainwash him. But Prahlad was a pure devotee of the Lord, so there was no way he could be brainwashed. He was constantly just teaching and preaching about Vishnu to all the kids and himself constantly remembering, right? He said, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atma Nivednam, right? He was always immersed in the 9 limbs of bhakti. So, in this way, Hiranyakashipu got very upset finally. He called him and he said, why are you not following my path and why are you following the path of this Vishnu? And Prahlad Maharaj said that, you are very sinful. You should go to the forests and you should try to focus on Vishnu as well. And you have been so engaged in these sinful activities for so long that you have forgotten the true path. And this is what he said. He said, मतिर्न कृष्णे परता स्वतो वा मिथो विपद्ये गृहावृतानाम् अदान्तगोभिर्विशतां तमिश्रम् पुनः पुनश्चर्विताचर्वनानाम्. What does that mean? He said, Prahlad Maharaj said, because of your uncontrolled senses, people that are too addicted to materialistic life make progress towards hellish conditions. And what do? They keep chewing that which has already been chewed. So, dear devotees, this is very, very famous shloka said by Prahlad Maharaj. Punah punascharvita charvananam. That they are chewing the chewed over and over again. Their inclinations towards Krishna are never aroused, either by instructions of others, by their own efforts, or by a combination of both. Meaning they are so materialistically inclined that they cannot take to this process of Krishna consciousness at all. You may have seen some people like that. No matter how much you instruct, they will not come towards Krishna consciousness. So that is punah punascharvita charvananam. Okay. He said, you are like that, my father. So his father threw him from his lap. He went flying. Prahlad, little Prahlad, his own son. And he said, guards, catch him and kill him. I don't want to see him anymore. He is my enemy. Prahlad, he needs to be killed. Imagine how demoniac he was. He wanted to kill his own son, right? And the guards, they carried out his duty. So his instruction. So that look at all these kids, huh? They're hearing like Parikshit Maharaj was hearing. You know the end, how the story ends, but they're so scared. Okay. So they said, okay, we will kill him. He's just a little child. We can kill him, no doubt. I say, machhar ki tarah masal sakte hain. What is the problem? So they took him to a mountain top and pushed him. They pushed him, huh?
Like Greek mythology.
Yeah.
So true. Hera, oh my god.
They pushed him. And throughout, he did not care. He was completely surrendered to Krishna. Even when he was 1 inch away from the bottom, hitting the bottom, he was still saying, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, can anybody imagine that? Huh? So, obviously nothing happened. Bhumi Devi is nothing but the servant of Krishna. She enveloped him and nothing happened to little Prahlad. And then God said, okay, well, somehow he escaped this. Let's do something else. So they threw him in a pit of snakes. In a pit of snakes. And what happened? He started instructing them, teaching them, gave them Harinam. Oh, dear servants of Sheshnag. Huh? Huh? Dear servants of Sheshnag, I am completely devoted to Sheshnag. I'm completely devoted to Lord Balram. So please accept my humble obeisances. You are all my gurus. Huh? So the snakes, they bowed down to him and they just left. Nobody bit him, nothing. Nobody killed him. So the guard said, okay, what is this? Let's do something else. Let's throw him in front of a mad elephant. And they threw him in front of mad elephant so the elephant can trample over him and break his bones and kill the little 5-year-old Prahlad. Imagine, just a little Prahlad, just a little baby. And the elephant, Prahlad Maharaj bowed down to him because he sees Paramatma in everybody. He bowed down to him. In his ear, he whispered, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And then the elephant was surrendered. He bowed down to him and elephant became a devotee. He put the Vaishnav Tilak Kantimala and that's a big Kantimala, yes. So he took the shelter of Vishnu as well. So then then the guards were very bewildered. What is going on? Let's take him back to Hiranyakashipu. They took him back, and he said, "Okay, I have a trick." He called his sister. Anybody knows?
Holika.
Holika. He called his sister Holika, and and she had a boon. She had a benediction that she could not be burnt. Okay, even if she went into the fire, she could not be burnt. So this evil demoniac she demon Holika, she took Prahlad in her lap and entered into the fire. She said, "Prahlad will get burnt and I'll come out unscathed. Nothing will happen to me." So that is the big festival of Holi, Holika Dahan, right? So Holi is nothing but the celebration of the devotional service of Prahlad. It is nothing but celebrating our pure devotee Prahlad. So what happened? She entered into the fire and she got burnt, and Prahlad Maharaj was completely safe, right? He came out of the fire, nothing happened to him. He was completely surrendered to the Lord. He's my maintainer. I don't need to worry about it. It's his job to worry about me. Right? That's how pure devotees are. It's not my problem. Arjun was like that, right? Arjun was like, okay, Krishna, I have taken a vow to kill Jayadratha tomorrow, and I'm going to enter into fire if I don't kill him. I don't know. I don't know how to kill him, but it's not my problem. You figure out how to kill him. If not, I'll enter into fire, and then your problem how to save me. So it was always Krishna's problem with devotees. So that's how devotees are surrendered. It's not my issue. You are the doer. You do whatever you want. My desire is to just please you. So Prahlad came unscathed, and now Hiranyakashipu was so upset. He was roaring. Huh? He doesn't know that the big roar is about to come, bigger than his own roar. Huh? So he was so upset. He said, "Where are you getting all this power from, Prahlad? How can elephant not trample you, snake not bite you? How come you don't break your bone when you hit the ground? How are you not burnt in fire? Huh? What is going on? How are you getting all your power?" And Prahlad was so completely, surrendered. He really wanted the good for his father. He wanted his father to take up Krishna consciousness. He didn't want him to continue on this hellish path, demonic path. So he said, "Father, I'm getting the power from the same person that you're getting from. He's the source for power for everybody. From him comes everything." So he said, "So you're saying Vishnu gives me my power?" He said, "Yes, Vishnu is everywhere. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere." Hiranyakashipu said, "You are saying Vishnu is here in my court right now?" He said, "Yes, father, he's everywhere." So he said, "Okay, show me in this column, in this pillar, this thumb. Can you show me? Is there Vishnu in here? I don't see anybody here. I'll show you. I'll break him." And he took his fist, and punched the big column. And as the column broke, what came out? Lord Narsingadev, right? Narsingadev Bhagwan ki jai. So yeah. So, Prabhuji, we can hear you all the way. That's how he rode. Narsingadev rode, bigger roar than that of Hiranyakashipu, right? And such a magnificent, beautiful, wonderful roop that the world had never seen. All the demigods, they were watching from above. All the saints and sages were watching. What is going to happen? Everybody was eager to see, this with popcorn. Yes, with popcorn, with flowers showering from above, and this half man, half lion form with big nails, talon-like nails, and big mane, big teeth, that can scare the demonic people, right? That kind of roop he came in. And all of you know that Hiranyakashipu had all these benedictions from Lord Brahma, where he could not be killed in the day or the night, outside or inside, on the sea or earth, and day or night, and various. No animal, no human could kill him. In any of the month, he could not be. Any month of this year, he could not be killed.
And it was like not on the ground or in the sky.
Not on the ground, not on the sky, right? No weapon. Yes, no weapon. Nothing can kill him. He had all these benedictions from Lord Brahma. But then to fulfill not only those benedictions, but the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj, he came and he played with Hiranyakashipu like a cat plays with a mouse before killing it, right? He played with him for like 6 hours. He chased him around, rode him, and Hiranyakashipu was like this. What is this thing? What is this? Where does this come from? This is not Vishnu. Who is this? Huh? He's still not able to believe that this can be Vishnu. Huh? He's just trembling, and he's Narsingadev is chasing him like a cat chases a mouse. And finally, when the time was right, it was dusk, huh? Because Narsingadev came at like noon, but Hiranyakashipu needed to be killed at dusk, right? When it's neither day nor a night. So he picked him up in his lap, which is neither earth nor sky, right? And with his nails, which is no kind of weapon, and in this half lion, half man form, which is neither an animal nor a human, he killed him, right? With his nails, he opened his belly and pulled out all the intestines and just killed him, right? Very, 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 very fearful, fearsome death, fate that Hiranyakashipu obtained, right? And even then, after killing him, after taking out all his rage, Nrsimhadev was still very, very angry. He was so angry. He was roaring with anger that somebody dared offend my devotee, my pure devotee, who's always immersed in my remembrance. This pure devotee, Prahlad, little Prahlad, who's so dear to me. Somebody dared to punish him like that. Somebody dared to punish him for their devotion to me. Huh? So Nrsimhadev was so angry and nobody could pacify him. Everybody was there, demigods were there. So everybody told Shivji, please go and pacify this. You have a way with Lord Vishnu. You are his great servant. You can pacify. Shivji said, hold on. I did not give this benedictions or to Hiranyakashipu. I'm not this pastime. I'm not responsible. This one I didn't. When Ravan comes, I will be responsible. But this one, this one was not my doing. So Brahma, you go. I'm not going to Narsinga. This is not my. I don't recognize this form of my Lord. Brahmaji said, no way. I know I made a mistake. I shouldn't have given all these boons. But he did all these austerities. I had to give boon to Hiranyakashipu. He did so many austerities. So he said, please, but I cannot approach this half man, half lion form of my Lord. This is too fearsome for me. I'm scared. So they all saw Lakshmi Devi standing there. Lakshmi, this is your Prannath. This is your, this is your husband. Control your husband. He's so angry. He's so upset. Please pacify him. Lakshmi ji said, hold on, my husband is not like this. This is not my husband. My husband is very calm, quiet. He does everything I tell him to. He's peaceful. He just lets me press his feet and just sleeps. He just always in Yog Nidra, meditating on his devotees. Who is this person? I don't know. This is not my husband. Finally, they all nudged the little Prahlad. Little Prahlad, huh? All the demigods nudged little Prahlad. They said, Prahlad, you go, you go. He came for you because you called him. You go. So Prahlad is not scared of Narsingadev at all. He went and offered prayers. So please recite, everybody. Om Namo Bhagavate Narsingaya. Nama Tejas Tejase Aviravir Bhava. Vajranakha Vajradamshtra Karmshayana. Randhai Randhai Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Abhyam Abhyam Atmani Bhuishta Om Shrama. Abhyam Abhyam Atmani Bhuishta Om Shrama. So that this prayer comes from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto. It says, I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Narsingdev, the source of all power. O my Lord, who possesses nails and teeth like thunderbolts, Vajranakha Vajradamshtra, kindly vanquish our demon-like desires for fruitive activity in this material world. Please appear in our hearts and drive away our ignorance, so that by your mercy we may become fearless in our struggle for existence in this material world. Okay, so I will fast forward a little. So Narsingh Dev was very pleased. He became quiet. He became calm, and he started patting little Prahlad with the palm of his paw. His paw, right? He's a half lion. His paw. Huh? The fuzzy paw, the fuzzy, because this part of the paw is fuzzy. You know, the nails are fierce, are thunderbolts. With those he killed Hiranyakashipu. But this part, like this, like this, like this. He was patting Prahlad Maharaj. He was like this. Huh? That my devotee should not get hurt. And then he put him on his lap and he started licking him. I don't know. He like this. So he started licking with him. You know how a lion would lick his cub with his tongue. He started licking his cheek. Huh? This is my idea. He started showing his like that, like his love to his little cub. Okay. I thought he was gonna show. Yes. So when he was doing that, he saw Prahlad was so comforted. Imagine everybody's scared of lion, but the cub who's in the lap of the lion is not fearful at all. Everybody else is fearful, but the cub is not fearful. Similarly, Prahlad was so joyful. He was so comforted. Huh? And when Narsinghdev looked at him, a big, huge longing, a desire came inside his heart. I wish I could experience what Prahlad is experiencing now. I really want to feel this emotion, this love that he's feeling right now. So he developed this desire and he thought, one day when I come, next time when I come, I will fulfill this desire of mine to enjoy the parental love. And as you all know, when he came next time in Treta Yuga as Lord Ramchandra, right? He fulfilled that desire very, very nicely. He fulfilled the desire of parent enjoying the Vatsalya Bhav, the parental affection of not only one mother, three mothers, right? Mother Kaushalya, Sumitra, and Kekai, and Dashrath Maharaj, right? And even when he went to his guru's ashram, the guru and guru mata showered him with love and affection. So he got this father Janak Maharaj was so loving to him, so loving, so much love he received from all the parents, right? Our dear beloved Maryada Purushottam Bhagwan Ramchandra ki jai. So he appeared and he decided this time I'm going to fulfill that desire, and he fulfilled that desire. And as you know Lord Ramchandra, he's our Maryada Purushottam Ram. His one single Shuddh Ram Nam is so uplifting that it can deliver us. It can deliver thousands of sinful souls from the hell. It can deliver millions of our sins, sinful reactions. It can eliminate with just one Shuddh name of Ram, one honestly chanted, sincerely chanted name of Lord Ram, right? Please chant, everybody. Shri Ram Ram Rameti. Shri Ram. Okay. Shri Ram Ram Rameti. Shri Ram Ram Rameti. Ram Rame Rame Manorame. Sahasranam Tattulyam. Sahasranam Tattulyam. Shri Ram Nam Varanane. So this Ram Nam is equal to Vishnu Sahasranam. One name of Lord Ram is equal to Vishnu Sahasranam. That is the benediction of chanting one pure name of Lord Ram. This Lord Ram, then you know how he came and did so many leelas, so many pastimes he conducted while he was here, right, to give delight. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, right, that I come in many, many incarnations and I come to deliver the sadhus. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharm sanstapnarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So we are going yuga by yuga, people, dear devotees. We are going yuga by yuga. We have covered Sat Yuga. Now we are in Treta Yuga. And which kid here would like to recite the Ek Shloki Ramayan?
Thanks, Baba.
Okay, everybody recite. Adau Rama Tapovanadigamanam Hatva Mrigam Kanchanam Vedehi Haranam Jatayumaranam सुग्रीव सम्भाषणम् बाली निग्रहणं समुद्रतरणं लङ्कापुरी दाहनम् पश्चाद् रावणकुम्भकर्णं हननम् एते रामायणम् Ramayana. So this is the Shloki Ramayana. All the pastimes of Lord Ram, starting from when he went to Tapovan to the last when he killed the Ravan and Kumbhakarna. Now, if you remember, so in these pastimes of Lord Ram, we know that Lord Narsinghdev developed one desire which Lord Ram fulfilled in that birth. Now, Lord Ram developed two desires. Two desires. What were those desires? The first desire, you want to answer?
I think I know.
Okay. Okay, let's wait. The first desire of Lord Ram was this. So when he was, a child, when he was playing with kids, he would see that everybody looked up to him in a very respectful, reverential way, right? Kids were not really very naughty with him, playful with him. Everybody was just very, very respectful and like awe and reverence to him. And throughout his life, all this pastime that we just mentioned in this Ekshloki Ramayan, kids were not kids, everybody was always very, very reverential to him, like worshipable. He was their worshipable Bhagwan. He was never just their friend. Huh? Take anybody, whether it's Hanumanji, whether it's Vibhishan, whether it's Sugriv, whether it's Jatayu, Nishadraj, even Lakshman, Bharat, right? Everybody was just very, very reverential to him. He will try to embrace them and they will slip from his embrace and fall at his feet. That, we just want to worship you. It is not our, this is not our, this doesn't seem right. Embracing you doesn't seem right. Our position is at your feet. We want to serve you at your feet. We don't want to embrace you. This doesn't seem right. So Lord Ram always longed for this uninhibited, unrestricted show of love and affection from his friends. He wanted them in Sakhya Bhav. He wanted them in the mood of pure friendship, where people will play with him, tease him, throw him on the ground, push him, complain about him, so many things, make jokes with him. That's what he wanted. He did not want this reverential, worship me like Bhagwan kind of frame. So that was first desire he developed. He said, he thought, I want pure friendship, Sakhya Bhav like that. And then when he was in this Tapovan, Adauram Tapovan Adigamnam, right? When he was traveling in forest of Dandakaranya, he came, that he killed so many demons there, right? Because he was trying to help all the sages and saints, and he has come for Vinashaya Chadushkritam, so he killed so many demons. And those sages of Dandakaranya asked him this benediction. This is the benediction they asked. They said, Prabhu, we want to serve you in the highest mellows of devotional service, the highest bhav, the highest rasa of bhakti. And we want to be in the madhurya bhav, in the conjugal love, that relationship with you. So Prabhu Ram, who is so merciful, who if one takes shelter of him, he says that I will give shelter even to Ravan. If he was to come and surrender at my feet today, I will give him shelter. I will give him Lanka. I'll give him Ayodhya. I'll give him Ayodhya if Ravan comes and takes shelter of my feet. That merciful Ram was not able to fulfill this wish of the sages, because he said, I have taken Ek Patni Vrat. How can I fulfill this wish? How can I be in conjugal love, in Madhurya Bhav with thousands of sages in this forest? He said, I will have to save this for my next incarnation when I come. Next time when I come, I will fulfill this mood, this bhav of yours. You will serve me in that bhav, but not this time. But he was very heartbroken by this, because he was such that when he would walk through the forest, so many little pebbles and thorns will get stuck to his feet. That will hurt him. His feet will bleed. And when in the night time, Lakshman or Mother Sita will try to take those thorns and pebbles out of his feet, he will stop them. Don't take them out of my feet. They will say, why Prabhu? Why can't we take these thorns and pebbles out of your feet? They're hurting you. Your feet are bleeding. He will say, no, they have taken shelter of my feet. Once I give shelter to anybody, I cannot deny them my sharan. So they have to stay at my feet. In Ramayan, Lord Ram says this. Sakrideva prapanno yastavasmiti cha yachate abhyam sarvada tasmai dadami tadvratam mama. That this is my vrat, this is my vow, that I will give them abhyam, I will give them shelter and fearlessness. Abhyam sarvada tasmai. This is my vow. Dadami etad vratam mama. In Yuddha Kand 18.33 of Ramayana, Lord Ramchandra says this. He says, it is my vow that if only one once seriously surrenders unto me, saying, my dear Lord, from this day I am yours, and prays to me for courage, I shall immediately award courage to that person, and he will always remain safe from that time on. I will award courage and he will remain safe. So let's everybody say, my dear Lord,
My dear Lord,
from this day
from this day
I am yours.
I am yours.
You've all said it. My dear Lord, from this day I'm yours. He said, if you said this even once, I will give you courage and you will stay safe. So this is Lord Ram's vow. His Dadami etad vratam mama. This is my vrat. So he said, and I cannot fulfill the wish of these sages. They're taking my shelter, and I cannot fulfill it. So he said, I'll fulfill this next time. So two desires he developed. Narsingh Dev Bhagwan developed one desire to enjoy parental affection. And Ram Bhagwan developed two desires, to enjoy Sakya Bhav and to enjoy Madhurya Bhav, give the service of Madhurya Bhav to the sages. And then comes our most beloved, all attractive, Cham Sundar, Gopijan Vallabh, Radha, Madan Mohan, dear Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki Jai. So, so then in the next Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, dear devotees, we are going Yuga by Yuga. We have to come to Kali Yuga. So we are in Dwapar Yuga right now. Is
So
every
close, guys.
so close? Are you suffering through the tale or are you enjoying?
No, I'm just waiting for my boy.
You're waiting for your boy Chaitanya. She's waiting for her boy. So let's get through. Let's get through Krishna. We have to come to the essence of all incarnations. Huh? Sab Avatara Sara Shiromani. That's where we have to come. So let's go to Krishna. Okay, so everybody knows Krishna. I don't have to say anything. The Upper Yuga everybody is expert on, right? So did Krishna fulfill all those two desires of Lord Ramchandra? Yes. Yes. So what happened? He, in his Bal Roop in Vrindavan Leelas, in Braj Leelas, he had so many friends with Gopas, right? So many Gopas. They did not worship him. If he said, I'm Bhagwan, they'll say, you know, they'll say, you are Bhagwan. Have you seen yourself? I can push. I push you and you fall down. This is Bhagwan. Huh? When we do tug of war, you always lose. You're Bhagwan, Krishna. Krishna, stop lying. Just stop fibbing. You're not Bhagwan. And then they say, all these demons that you're able to kill, this is only because your father worships Shaligram Shila. So Vishnu just enters into you for time being and then just kills the demon. So if my father worshipped Shaligram Shila, we could also kill the demon. So you just settle down. You're not Bhagwan. Just relax. So there is no reverence there. There is no awe. There is no veneration and worship there. They're pulling him, pushing him, throwing to the ground, and stealing the food with him, stealing the butter with him, playing with monkeys, hanging from the trees, bathing in the Yamuna, right? All the pastimes, so many friends he had, right? He had Sudama, Madhumangal, Sridama, Subal, Stoka Krishna, so many friends he had, right? Gandharva, so many people that will wrestle with him, make fun of him, complain to Mother Yashoda about him. Even Lord Balram, he was also in Sakya Bhav. He would also go to Krishna and say, Krishna, you know that you are adopted, right? You're not. Have you seen Mother Yashoda and Nand Maharaj? They're so fair complexion, and you're like a bluish black, freshly formed monsoon cloud. Can you see that you don't look like them, right? So he will make Krishna cry, and then Lord Balram will go to his to Yashoda Maya and say, Kana ate Mati. Can you check his mouth? He will complain. So Mother Yashoda will have to look into his mouth, and get the darshan of Vishwaroop. Anyway, so many friends he made. Even when he grew up, right? Arjun. Arjun was such a close friend, and so many other friends, right? He had. And once, when Arjun saw the Virat Roop of Krishna, we've all seen that Virat Roop now, right? In Bhagavad Gita chapter 11. And he became that worshipful again. He became like Arjunovacha Sakheti Matva Prasabham Yaduktam He Krishna He Yadav He Sakheti Ajanata Maimanam Tavedam Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi Yachavahasartham Asatkritosi. He said, what asat I have done? I made upahas of you. Avahasa artham asatkritosi. Huh? Vihar Shayya Asana Bhojaneshu. I dare to do Vihar with you. I dare to sit on the same Shayya as you. Asana, I dare to sleep on the same bed as you. Bhojaneshu, I dare to sit and eat with you. And you are Achyuta. Eko Thavapi Achyuta Tat Samaksham. I made fun of this infallible person, not only by myself, Eko Thavapi, but in front of everybody I made fun of him. Tat Samaksham. Oh Krishna, I made fun of you in front of everybody. Tat Shamaye Tvamaham Prameyam. Please forgive me. Shamaye, I seek your forgiveness. This Arjun, who was so dear to Krishna, when Krishna showed him his Virat Roop, he fell down from Sakhya Ras to this Dasya Bhav. And Krishna is saying, stop apologizing to me. This is my arrangement that you become my friend, that you do Vihar and Ahar and Nidra and Shayan and Shaya, everything with me. I take delight in this. That's why I came. And Arjun is saying, hey Krishna, hey Saketi, hey Yadav, hey Madhav, please forgive me. Huh? So Krishna doesn't like that. He said, no, I want to play with you. So he enjoyed that Sakya Bhav so completely in this incarnation, right? And then the other desire of Lord Ram was to enjoy or to let the sages serve in Madhurya Ras, right? He wanted to give the sages chance to serve him in conjugal relationship. Did he fulfill that desire as Krishna? As with gopis in Vrajalila with gopis, as Dwarkadish with the 16,108 wives, right? They were all his gopis only, the same sages that did austerities for thousands of years in a forest that was infested with demons. And those sages came as the gopis as his wives, and they engaged in the highest mellows of devotional service, the Braj Bhav, the Gopi Bhav, the highest rasa that is possible. We cannot even begin to understand the Gopi Bhav. It is so high. It is so high that when Krishna engages in the Ras Leela, right? And he sometimes hides. He hides himself. And the gopi says, so you saved our Vrindavan from all these demons, and now you are killing us by not giving us your darshan. And so they say, Sharadudasaye sadhu jat sat sarsi jodara shri mushadrisha Suratnath te shulk dasika varad nignato neha kim vada. Neha kim vada. Why are you killing us? Why are you doing our vad, our murder now by hiding? O Lord of love, in beauty, your glance excels the world of the finest, most perfectly formed lotus within the autumn pond. O bestower of benedictions, Varad, you are killing the maidservants who have given themselves to you freely without any price. Ashulka dasika, where you are Ashulka dasika, without any payment. And isn't this murder? Neha kim vada? You're killing us now. So for one darshan, one glance of him, they're in such a high gopi bhav. When Krishna and Balram left Vrindavan, when Akrura came to take them, right? It felt to them as an attached jiva feels. Like the jiva and Paramatma are leaving the body. Lord Balram and Krishna are leaving the body of Vrindavan, and they felt like this is dead body remaining if they leave. The Jiva and Paramatma, they are like the consciousness of Vrindavan. So beloved they were of gopis, right? So Krishna, when he saw this highest gopi bhav, okay, and then if you remember, among the gopis, the highest bhav is of which gopi? The supreme gopi Radharani, right? Srimati Radharani ki jai. So Okay. So connection is unstable again. Okay, so Radharani, that supremely beautiful, most intelligent Radharani, right? So Krishna, when he saw the love of gopis, especially the love of Radharani, now he developed three desires. So he fulfilled the two desires of Lord Ram, and he developed three desires.
See.
What are the three desires? He said,
No, start it again. Let's just start again. Yeah.
sorry, we got dropped off. So when he saw the devotion of Radharani, he said, he thought, this.
Want. Oh, that's it.
Uh-huh.
You want.
Hold on, stay loud. Whether he's sharing the desires that Krishna developed.
He wanted to know what it would be like to have that service mood and to serve, which blessing leads to his next incarnation.
So he developed three desires. The desire was that Radharani, she is so beautiful. She is so supremely beautiful. Krishna is called Madan Mohan because he bewilders the Madan, the Cupid, the Kamdev. So he's called Madan Mohan. But Radharani is called Madan Mohan Mohini because she bewilders even Krishna. Madan Mohan ko bhi jo mohit kar le, that is Madan Mohan Mohini, Radha. So he thinks this supremely beautiful, supremely intelligent Radharani, what does she see in me? I have nothing. What does she see in me? I want to experience this beauty that the gopis and Radharani are always relishing. What do gopis say? Gopis say, this creator Lord Brahma is so foolish. He himself has four heads, so he can keep seeing Krishna all the time with four times the time that we can see.
But he makes us blink.
Yeah, but he gave us eyelids. So we blink and we lose the vision of Krishna. What kind of foolish creator is this? That to us he gave these eyelids. So they say, Atitiyad bhavan ahanikananam trutiyugayate twamapashyatam kutilakuntalam shrimukham chate chadau dikshatam pakshmakridrisham. That when you go off to the forest during the day, a tiny fraction of a second becomes like a millennium to us because we cannot see you. Even when we can see you, look upon your beautiful face, which is so lovely with its adornment of curly locks, our pleasure is hindered by our eyelids, which are fashioned by this foolish creator, Brahma. So they are lamenting that Brahmaji has given us eyelids, so we have to blink and we lose the vision of this beautiful face of Krishna. So Krishna says, I want to relish this beauty. I want to understand the qualities that Radharani and Gopi see in me. Okay, so that was one desire. The other desire was, like whether he said, he wants to understand the bhav, the emotions, the mood of Radharani. What devotion does she feel? What love does she feel for me? He wants to understand that. He wants to taste that devotion. And the third desire was that I want to feel that happiness that they get in this kind of love, in this kind of service, in this kind of emotions, what kind of happiness they feel. So he wanted to taste his own beauty and qualities from their eyes. He wanted to taste the bhav, highest bhav of devotional service or the love, and he wanted to taste the happiness that one feels while performing this devotional service. So in this way, he developed three desires. Right? Everybody's following, right? Nursing, they've developed one desire.
Yeah, it just increases.
It's just increasing. So Narsinghdev developed one desire, and Lord Ram developed two desires after fulfilling that one desire of Krishna, and Lord Ram developed three desires after fulfilling those two desires of Lord Ram. So now Lord Krishna has developed these three desires. So then our next person who comes, which is our Kali Yuga, Avni calling him her boy.
Oh yeah.
Param Dayal Prem Purushottam Shachi Nandan Gaur Hari Shri Gauranga ki Jai. And then comes in Kali Yuga, our dear, most beloved, most merciful incarnation of Krishna. Not incarnation of Krishna, Krishna himself, called Caitanya Mahaprabhu. So he came about 550 years back. and he fulfilled all those three desires of Krishna. How? By coming as a devotee, by coming in the highest bhav, highest emotions of Radharani. Now he came, he's called Gaur Hari, right? So he has fair complexion. He does not look like Krishna. So you will say, if Krishna is coming, why doesn't he look like Krishna? Why doesn't he look bluish black like a freshly formed monsoon cloud? Shyam Sundar, Shyam Varna, huh? Darkish. Yeah. Because when he told Radharani that I want to understand your bhav, your emotions, huh? Radharani said, forget it. You cannot understand my bhav. You may be Bhagwan, you may be all knowing, all omniscient, huh? Omnipotent, but you are not able to understand this bhav, this love of mine. You cannot. If you try to feel this ecstasy without my help, you will explode. Okay? So you need to have some protection with you. So Radharani said, I will give you the protection of my body. She said, I will come with you. I will give you my complexion. Okay, guys, listen carefully, dear devotees. So, this Lord Gauranga is none other than Krishna with the mood of Radharani and complexion of Radharani. In Gaurvarn, in the beautiful golden Hema colored, huh? Varn, he comes and he is known as our beloved Gaur Hari, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Gauranga. Okay, so
after this, we went back to Radharani. I told you I could do it. I told you I could understand it.
Yeah, but not without her help.
Yep.
So the analogy given in this respect is, let's say let's say there is a music store owner, okay? He has all this music paraphernalia in his store. He has piano, he has violin, he has mridanga, he has dholak, he has what is that? Kartal, right? Different musical instruments. Now he doesn't know how to play them, but all these people come into his store and they know how to play it. So he sees all the people enjoying the music. So he thinks, what are these people enjoying? I want to enjoy this too. So what does music store owner have to do? He has to become a musician and take the shelter of one of those musicians so they can teach him so he can also enjoy that rasa. Similarly, when God sees that the devotees are enjoying more than him, he's just standing on the altar and all these devotees are dancing in front of him, eating, chanting, fasting, then he says, I also want to enjoy this. So, yeah. So, when the enjoyer wants to enjoy being enjoyed, then that is called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, enjoyer wants now to become the enjoyed. Who is the supreme enjoyer?
Krishna.
Krishna. And we are what? Enjoyed? We are the jiva. We are the ones getting enjoyed.
No.
Yes. But when the enjoyed understands the enjoyment of the enjoyer, when he gives himself, surrenders himself to the enjoyment of the enjoyer, right? Then that is a true enjoyed person, right? Other jivas are not really enjoyed because they are not letting Supreme Lord enjoy themselves, right? When the Lord sees this enjoyment of the enjoyed, he thinks their enjoyment is bigger than my enjoyment. I want to enjoy their enjoyment. They are enjoying more than me. So when he comes to enjoy the enjoyment of the enjoyed, then he is called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's like Hari Hari Bol. It's like an ant. She's tasting the sugar. Huh? So sugar thinks, ये मेरे को चाटती रहती है सारा time. She seems very full, satiated, satisfied by doing this. I also want to understand what is my sweetness. I have never tasted my own sweetness. So what does she have to do? She has to become an ant. So when the chinti becomes an ant to taste the sweetness of that sugar, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when Krishna comes to understand the bhav of gopis, of Radharani, we're not talking about our kind of devotee, we're talking about the highest level of devotee, and that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the short and long of who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and why does he come. These are the internal reasons why he comes. The internal reasons are that he wants to enjoy, right? Just like the devotees are enjoying. Now, the external reason why he comes is to establish the Sankirtan Dharma, to establish the chanting of the holy names of the Lord, right? So, in this way, it is called that Radha Krishna, that Antar Krishna Bahir Radha, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is no difference between Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are just together actually. When Radha and Krishna come back together in one body, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. राधा कृष्ण एक आत्मा दुई देहा धरी अन्योन्य विलासे रसा आस्वादन करी. When they take two bodies, that is the Vraj Leela, and when they again take the same body, then that is Krishna in the mood of Radharani is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the breakdown of this Leela, and all this information that I got is from a verse, okay, of course from various lectures of our devotees, but also from this verse. This verse comes in Narsingha Puran, one more, I think Gaur Puran also, but definitely Narsingha Puran. This verse goes like this. सत्ये दैत्यकुलादिनाश शमये सिंहूर्ध्वमर्त्याकृतिस् दासकन्धरं परिभवन् रामेति नामाकृति गोपालान् परिपालयन् व्रजपुरे भारं हरं द्वापरे गौरांगा प्रिय कीर्तना कलियुगे चैतन्य नामा प्रभु. So this is the verse that says that Chaitanya Naam ke Prabhu will come in Kali Yuga, who will be Gauranga, his form will be golden. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who in Satya Yuga appeared as a half man, half lion, to cure a terrible disease that had ravaged the Daityas or demons, and who in Treta Yuga appeared as a person named Ram, Lord Ramachandra, a person who defeated the 10-headed demon Ravan, and who in the Dwapar Yuga removed the earth's burden and protected the Gopas, cowherd men, people of Braja, will appear again in the Kali Yuga. His form will be golden this time. He will delight in chanting the Lord's holy names, and his name will be Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the verse that describes the whole descent of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or descent of Krishna as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he taught us that in this age everybody is a demon. So he did not kill Hiranyakashipu or Ravan or Kamsa. In this age he just came to deliver all the demons by giving them the holy names of the Lord, chanting of the holy name. So in this age there is only one upay. There is only one upay. Harer Naam eva kevalam. Right? So we just have to chant the holy names of the Lord. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much, everybody. Please ask any questions, comments, realizations, anything anybody wants to share. This is Gaur Purnima coming up. So now you know who Gauranga is and who we are celebrating. We are celebrating none other than Krishna and the advent of the Nam Sankirtan. We are celebrating the Lord's holy names by celebrating Mahaprabhu himself. This is our only way of getting out of the material mire, the material contamination. Okay, on Zoom, does anyone have any questions? And then let's see if anybody in person has any questions as well. Did everyone enjoy the katha? Any questions?
Yes, very much. I loved it. It was better than the
Okay. Very bold. Yes, Pooja Mataji, a question?
Yes, Mataji, wonderful class. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Hari Hari Bol. Okay, if nobody wants to share, we'll stop and we will meet not next time, but maybe time after that. Please read chapter 13. We'll do Kahoot quiz. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Vancha kaltarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patita nam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo Urve Gaur Chandraya
Mataji,
Dalo Krishna Krishnaya Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namah. Yes, Mataji.
Ravish Prabhu is coming upstairs. Mataji, he wants to just say something. So if you can hold on shutting
Okay.
down.
Yes, yes.
Just for a minute. For a minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's downstairs.